Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Beth, here to help you fulfill your potential in meditation. As most of you know, I don't have just one method that I teach to everybody, like one size fits all. Instead, I much prefer to teach people one-on-one. And the reason is that you're all different. So please use these videos as a guideline, and if there's anything that isn't quite working for you, anything that doesn't quite fit, then be in touch and I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you individually. Today's video is about practicing the fourth jhana. Now this video is only really going to be relevant to you if you're already confident with the first jhana, the second jhana and the third jhana. If you're not quite yet there, then I've already made videos on practicing the first, second and third jhanas. I'll put the links to those just below so you can watch those and have a go at those first. Now let's say that you are already confident practicing the first three jhanas and you want to practice the fourth jhana. Where do you start? Well, the first thing to do is to enter the first jhana for 5 minutes as we've already practiced. Enter the second jhana for 5 minutes, again as we've already practiced, and then enter the third jhana for about half an hour. Now when we emerge from the third jhana, we can check our heart base as usual, and we will notice there two jhana factors: happiness and one-pointedness, sukha and ekaggata. When we reflect on these two jhana factors, we might notice that sukha, happiness, is relatively coarse, whereas the one-pointedness is much more refined. We might also notice that the sukha, the happiness, is quite close to the second jhana, to the joy of the second jhana. And we might notice that if we were able to turn this happy feeling into a neutral feeling, then our mind would be more peaceful. Noticing that, we can make the wish that this happiness become a neutral feeling. And with that wish, we focus back on the nimitta. Now when we focus back on the nimitta, it's really important not to investigate. If we investigate, oh, is it the fourth jhana, is it not, then surely it won't be, because that investigation limits the depth of our concentration. So we focus back on the nimitta with confidence until the end of our meditation sitting. At the end of our meditation sitting, we emerge from our concentration and we again bring our attention to the heart base. When we look at the jhana factors there, we might notice there are still the two jhana factors of happiness and one-pointedness. If that's the case, it means that we actually stayed in the third jhana, and we can just try again in the next meditation to reflect in the way that I've just described. It might be that at the end of our meditation sitting, we notice two jhana factors of equanimity or neutral feeling and ekaggata, one-pointedness. If that's the case, then we've successfully entered the fourth jhana. If we're able to do that, then the next step is to repeat it, sitting after sitting, until we become confident. And when we become confident, we can gradually start to reduce the amount of time that we spend in the third jhana. So we can practice 5 minutes in the first jhana, 5 minutes in the second jhana, maybe 15 minutes in the third jhana, and then we reflect on the jhana factors. We make the wish for the happy feeling to become a neutral feeling, and we spend the rest of the time in the fourth jhana. If we can do that confidently, then we can move to 5 minutes in the first jhana, 5 minutes in the second jhana, 5 minutes in the third jhana, and the remaining time in the fourth jhana. When we're able to do that with confidence, then the final step is to practice mastery of the fourth jhana. I've made a separate video on the masteries of jhana, so if you're not sure what they are or how to practice them, then you can watch that video. But in brief, it means that we can enter the fourth jhana when we want to, we can stay in it undisturbed, we can exit that jhana when we want to, and when we emerge, we can quickly and confidently identify the jhana that we were in. We know it was the fourth jhana. Now, if you can do that, then we can say you've successfully practiced the fourth jhana. The fourth jhana is a great tool to then use for vipassana practice. But it might be that you also want to go deeper into the concentration practices by practicing the higher four jhanas, the immaterial jhanas. If you do, I've made separate videos on the immaterial jhanas. I'll put the links to those below in case you want to watch them. If there's anything you're confused about, if anything isn't working for you, then be in touch with me and I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you individually. There's a remainderless ending of all suffering, so let's not waste time. The fourth jhana is a really powerful state to master, one that we can use again and again on our path to liberation. As most of you know, I do all of my work on a donation basis, so I encourage you to support me either through my website or through Patreon. You can find the details of how to do that just underneath this video. Thank you so much for your support. Wishing you the best with your meditation.